Why are we all like that? Oh my God. Come on now. There we go. Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh no, I didn't hear any music.
I didn't play any music today because we need to change the music.
Look,
So
I'm sitting here like this, ready for it to come on in. Hey, ain't nothing happened.
did y'all hear the music that I was playing on the radio station though? No?
Yes, I
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
heard the
Just make
radio station. I was
all
grooving to that too.
right. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna be playing until we change the songs. We gotta get our new customized song. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
I was thinking about that when you played that. I was like, oh, we need a new song, but I didn't want to stress you out.
No, I'm already stressed out. You know how I be, but yeah, I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna work
Okay.
on that.
Okay. Well, welcome to the next episode, y'all. Welcome back again. How was your weekend?
My weekend was okay. I just I just kind of chilled out and chilled out, worked, and I went to my niece's first birthday. My little niece turned one on Friday, so we had a party for her on Sunday.
Okay.
So that was
Okay.
all.
How was your
hmm
weekend, Mel?
Quiet. No, I'm not gonna say quiet. It was just still busy. I had my book release, so um, I
No,
just
no,
been.
no, 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 no. It's not no, I had no. Everybody needs to know what happened. You got to tell us, girl.
I launched my first novel, Black Butterfly. It is now available on Amazon as an ebook, paperback, or hardcover. So go
Congratulations.
cop that. Thank you.
Yes,
Congratulations, Raven.
congratulations. Where she go?
Where
Where did Issa Rae go?
did Raven go? So, my weekend was pretty calm. I actually did an event for Raven this weekend, the Black Love Lunch. If
Okay.
most of you don't know, I do I be the door lady at different events. So I was the door lady for her, and it was an amazing event. Actually, every event of hers that I go to is absolutely amazing. Um, however, yesterday, I participated in some things that made me be in pain last night,
Mhm.
and I've been in pain all day today. Pain makes
Mm,
me extremely irritable. We all know about pain. Pain makes you mean. Okay.
yeah,
And
it,
I have been that. I have been that. I actually had to talk to Raven this morning and let her know, look, forgive me. I'm going through this right now, all that. So what I learned from that is that I'm gonna stop putting myself in these situations to go through all of this pain that I be in, because it definitely don't be worth it.
mm, mm,
Like,
yeah,
nobody knows what I feel except for me.
right.
And effective right now, I'm saying nothing is worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Not what I've been through today. Hey Raven, welcome back.
Hey, thank you.
How was your weekend?
Weekend was full. Very,
What you do?
very full. A lot of randomness, you know. The event was good. I
What
missed you
event?
on Sunday. Huh?
What event? Tell
Oh,
the people about the event.
sorry. So we did Black Love Lunch on Sunday. So you guys definitely, we're going to do it annually. So this is the first annual Black Love Lunch. So make sure y'all attend the next one. We're getting ready to do tacos in celebration of 420. So on 419, we're doing tacos. We got a couple of little random things lined up, you know.
Okay.
What did you guys
So
do this weekend?
we already talked about it. You done fell
Oh, I
out
missed it.
while we was talking.
Yeah,
You
I
missed
missed
it.
everything.
You
Technical
came right
difficulties.
back in time for your part.
Oh, there's that. Glad
So
we unscripted.
speaking of your part, all of our parts, did we watch Joe's college road trip?
Yes.
Sure did.
Yeah, y'all ready to get into that?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Did everyone like the movie, or were there some thumbs down? Let's start there.
I loved it.
Okay. What about you,
I
Mel?
thought it was funny as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I do know that there was some controversy, but I don't understand the controversy. Um, I think paying attention to details is important,
Mm-hmm.
and
What
I'll
you think?
go.
Oh, go ahead, Cookie.
I said I'll just go into that later. I think people just don't when they watch movies. Even like with me, I watched a movie at Ray's house, and then I went back and watched it like all the way through because I know I was up and down at Ray's house, so I didn't see like every little thing. But even when I watched it all the way through, I still miss little details. I still miss little details like I had to watch it again with my when I watched it again with my brother. I'm like, you know what? I didn't even notice that in the beginning. So I think
Hmm.
people missed a lot of details, and that's why they think that it is. I don't know. What? Let's talk about. Let me come back to me.
Okay. What you think about the movie, Mel?
I actually liked it. I also thought it was funny, but I also thought that there was a deeper lesson. In my opinion, um, since Joe and Medea are from a different generation, um, I think that Tyler Perry felt that, well, his character felt that, he got a bum rap as a child because his dad, was so mean and everything, but he didn't see the
Mm-hmm.
lessons that he was trying to teach him. So, but then on Joe's point of view, I felt like he missed a lot, or he felt like he made a lot of mistakes. So he was going to make that up with his grandson and
Okay,
the
hold on.
places
You're
that
going
he
too
took
deep.
him.
Hold on. You going too deep. You going too
Oh,
deep. You going too deep. You going too deep. So I'm a, you going into my questions. Hold on.
okay.
So I've been looking at social media and just looking at some of the things that people been saying about the movie, right? So I'm gonna throw some of them out there in the explanation, and I just want you to tell me what you feel about it. Okay? Hey, oh.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
I seen a
Omni.
post that said that Joe is ignorant,
Hi,
but he's
Daphne.
honest. Hey, Devin. He said that Joe is ignorant, but he's honest. How do you feel about that?
It is what it is.
I think Joe is very transparent, and I think a lot of people. Who was I having this conversation with? I think I was having this conversation with Ray. Um, there are even different cultures, but Joe in this movie is just a transparent person. There's people like that in America. I feel like I'm like that. And some people take things like the way they receive it is like I don't know, fucked up. One of my best friends told me this yesterday. You say stuff something. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? I say stuff transparent, and if people receive it wrong, I try to correct it. But I think Joe is a unfiltered soul. I think he just doesn't really give a fuck. He's 89 years old in the movie. I don't know.
What you
I don't
think,
know.
Raven? How you feel about Joe is ignorant, but he's also honest?
Um, I feel like, I don't know, it might depend on where you come from or how you choose to look at it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Do you think he has a lot of uncomfortable truths?
Uncomfortable. I don't think the truth should ever be uncomfortable
You know the truth can be uncomfortable to a lot of people.
to those who don't want to acknowledge it as the truth. Yes.
That too. Yes.
So to them, that's why they uncomfortable.
Hmm.
And maybe that's why he views them as ignorant. I mean, or views him as ignorant. But when you understand how somebody is and the
Hmm.
intention behind that person,
Hmm.
it's never really malicious intent. It's really just, I'm gonna say what everybody else ain't gonna say. And
Right.
to me, that's me. That's probably why I don't have too many friends, because it's the what people will say about you behind your back but won't say to you to your face.
Right. What about you, Mel?
I think that by him only having a third grade education is probably why people would say that he's ignorant. But once again, that generation, they just say how they feel, and of course when people get, of age, they say how they feel. They're not apologetic about anything. They just say what they want to. They've earned that right to. So,
So do you think
he's
that they
just being
get
himself.
do you think that they get dismissed because of that, because of the way they say it?
No, I just think that when it depends on the person that is being said to and how it's received. If that person is sensitive or, have issues of their own, yeah, they might take it a
Right.
certain way. It's either
What about
you take it that way or you learn from it.
what about the generational gap between Joe and what's the boy's name that went to college?
BJ.
BJ. Oh yeah, how could I forget BJ? And the glory hole. Okay, go back, go
The
back, go back,
dry
go
Penis
back.
dryer. The penis dryer.
dryer.
The penis dryer. The unnecessary part of the movie, which I thought was unnecessary. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's go back to the generational gap, right? So, do you think that it was a hard lesson to learn because of who he was learning it from, his granddad, his grandfather? Do you think there was a little confusion or a little mix up with the generations, because they could the older generation, Joe's generation, could care less about BJ's generation. They think that they know everything, and they, you know how older people are with the younger generation. They dismiss them.
Mm-hmm.
And I also feel like the younger generation dismisses the elders as well.
Hmm.
So how did y'all see completely unnecessary? Thank you, Samantha. How did y'all see their connection? How did y'all feel about their connection coming together, seeing that usually we dismiss each other?
I just
Was
think it's a language barrier.
mm-hmm.
I mean, because sometimes I don't even know what my grandkids are saying. It's like a whole nother
Well, first,
language.
Six,
You know
in
what I
seven.
that
mean?
situation, the first
So,
thing is the respect level,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't think that he had a relationship with his grandfather that he felt was worth respecting. Like, I don't really think he thought his grandfather knew anything
Mm-hmm.
originally, which is
Mm-hmm.
also why along the way he thought he wasn't learning anything
Mm-hmm.
originally. Because Joe is like the old uncle, everybody just, oh, whatever, oh, whatever. But, you know, what they
Yeah,
say, a broke clock is right at least twice a day.
at least twice. What you think, Mel?
um, I mean, as far as the communication or the gap, you mean still?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, it's a language thing. I mean, it can be a respectful thing, but not all people are disrespectful to the younger generation, or vice versa, the younger versions, versus being disrespectful to the elderly generation.
Right.
Um, I like I said, I just thought it was a language thing, um, and a lot of guilt on Joe's part.
Mm-hmm. On Joe's part.
Hmm.
Okay, so that takes me to the next thing that I want to discuss. So they're talking about, I think we all got to do better on keeping our history intact through generations. I agree.
Agreed.
I agree. Um, they say that trauma was passed through generations in the movie. They said that Joe's behavior actually showed unhealed trauma
Hmm.
through humor, anger,
Hmm.
and avoidance. So that's basically like he just placed that unhealed trauma onto BJ, correct?
Excuse me.
Um, I think he placed his unhealed trauma on his son,
On his son.
which then created trauma for him,
And
which he then placed on his son through how he chose to raise him, as well as the things that he chose to withhold from him
right,
as a
right.
young black man.
What you think, Cookie?
I think I think um I think Tyler Perry in the movie Tyler Perry in the movie definitely was damaged, but I don't think he put that on his son. I think he tried too hard to keep his son from having to go through that, and because of that, it damaged him.
Right. So
So,
that's what I mean by putting it on him. Like his trauma caused him to maneuver in a
mhm,
way that it wasn't even necessarily healthy for his son either. It just,
right,
even though he was trying to do something different, it wasn't necessarily healthy.
hmm,
It was based off of trauma.
right. So yeah, I think he was trying too hard to overprotect his son, and by doing that he damaged his son. Like he didn't teach him. He should have been teaching him. I understand him doing that part, but I think he also should have instilled some of our history into him along the way. Like the fact that he wanted the BJ wanted to go to Graceland and he didn't even ask, what are we doing here? What are we doing in front of this creek? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
Joe would have said, this is where they put Emmett Till. You feel what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I think there should have just been some things instilled in him as he was being protected from the stuff that he was going through with
Right.
his
It.
life.
I feel like it definitely would have been a good thing to know what was going on while it was going on. You would have had a better appreciation for
Oh
it.
yeah, of course. Yep.
All right. So what did we call that little glory hole thing again? What was it called?
The penis dryer.
It said on the wall. It said it was.
Penis dryer.
Penis dryer. So
It said it was a clothes dryer.
tell me where did that fit in? Like where did can anybody tell me where that came from? Like where what did it like connect to in the movie to be there?
I think for, well, partially I think it was like the blindness to so much. It's just the, like, you really don't know shit.
I like that answer. I like that answer.
Because
But
why
then
would
he
you
went
be
but then
drying
he
your
went
penis in a public
but
bathroom?
but didn't Joe go do it himself too? Afterwards didn't go Joe go he went and got dried off too, right?
Well,
Joe knew what he was doing.
yeah,
That's
I
the
think that was
difference.
all comedy. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? That part was comedy.
Okay.
He knew what he was doing.
And who told me that that was what's her name that was in Beauty and Black?
Me.
What's her
Me.
name?
Um,
Kimmy.
no.
No.
Wait. No, it was Kimmy's friend, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's Kimmy's. Yeah, Kimmy's friend.
Yeah, what's her name? I can't think.
Rain.
Yes, there you go.
Rain.
See?
Rain. I didn't
Yep.
realize that was her in the movie.
Yep. Playing the same
No.
part.
I didn't realize it. So how do anybody have anything that they want to say about the movie before we move on?
Um, I
Thumbs
do.
up, thumbs down. What you
I
guys?
do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that there like I said, I saw my own people. I saw other people with the controversy over it. I think that people were saying like it was too much. So like you asked, what did that have to do with anything? If you think about it, like I think in Tyler Perry is very intentional about how he creates these movies because
Mm-hmm.
there's a message in every one of them. So the
Mm-hmm.
message was like Raven said, that there was a lesson in everything that the little boy was learning. He was completely oblivious to a lot of stuff. Like what was the point of him making him stop at an all races bar to go to the bathroom? He could have
And
went to
I
the bathroom.
think a lot of it is everybody keeps saying, like, I think he kept thinking that these things were in the past. No, they're not. Cotton's still right there. And if you ain't rode past Cotton, you might not think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I
So
rode past Cotton. I lived in South Carolina. My ex-husband went to a job on Stanley Steamer, and the lady said, y'all gonna have to safely come back and finish this job tomorrow. It is about to get dark. Call your home office and tell them that I do not think that y'all should be in this neighborhood at this time of night. And
Wow.
we're talking about circa 2007, 8.
Wow.
So that's why I say people think what was. It's not what was.
It
It's
still is.
people, yeah, it's black people still working in these people's homes.
Wow.
Yes, it's still present,
How you feel,
but
Mel?
we just don't see it up here too often.
How you feel about it, Mel? Can you give us any racist things that go on like right now in your area?
Yeah, we ain't got all night. I can go all night on them actually.
Okay, well
Um,
look, we don't want to be real sad, but like you can tell that it's just living, it's blatant there.
yes, very, very,
And
on a constant basis. Um, you still get the good old boys riding in the back of a truck hollering slurs. Um, people think that uh, you need to hold the doors open for them. You should not pass, go through a door before they do. You need to hold the door open, that type thing. You know what I mean? So, needless to say, that is why I'm pretty much a homebody because um,
you might
I
hurt
come from a
somebody.
different I come from a different era. I'm not my ancestors, and I don't look good in orange. So I choose to stay to myself. You know what I mean? But
Understand?
the regarding the movie, I like the movie. I think there's humor in survival. Um, I think that a lot of our families, we laugh through pain sometimes to keep from crying. You know what I mean, to try to figure things out. So, I mean, throughout the movie, um, Joe, BJ, Tyler Perry, I can't remember what is his name, but they all, got to see a different side of each other and
Mhm.
respect that side in the end. You know what I mean? They all learned something.
Mhm.
Um, and I think Joe surprised them both. You know what I mean? Yes, he's from a different generation, but he learned something as well, but I think he was able to, if not mend, his mistakes with Tyler Perry, as a child with his grandson. But I also think that Tyler Perry learned a lot from his dad, that, he's not as bad as, he seemed when he was little. Everything he was trying to teach him there was a lesson there. He might not just went by, right? So overall, I liked it.
I started smiling when you said that because it took me back to all the different lessons that he taught him. Remember when he was like, "You did this to me. You did this to me." Like a
Mhm.
Mhm.
lot of that stuff was needed. A lot of it was needed. You ain't die. Did you die? Did you die? Did you die? That's what
Yeah.
he said. Well, did you die?
Hmm.
All right. So is it safe to say that Women Unscripted has all thumbs up for this movie?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Make
Mhm.
sure you watch Joe's College Road Trip. It is an amazing movie by Tyler Perry. It is on Netflix. We're not really promoting it, but because we talking about it on the show, watch it. And I want y'all to comment in the comment sections wherever you're viewing from. Hopefully it's YouTube because we love YouTube. But comment and let us know what you thought about it if you watch it before the next show.
I'm promoting it. Hey, Tyler, I need like $15 million. Can
Is Tyler gonna give us some money?
Maybe.
Tyler, I promote it. I promoting it. I am definitely promoting it. I need somebody. I need somebody. I'm
Okay,
trying
well,
to.
if that's the case, then Tyler, I apologize about the little glory hole thing, okay? It was necessary. It was supposed to be
Listen, they probably still got one in the bathroom in the cut in the country.
there.
If I'm lying, I'm flying.
That's crazy. That's
So
crazy.
let's pivot for a second because we have something that really, really, really needs to be discussed. Um and Cookie, I know that you do this as a class for them, but maybe I'm thinking that if they actually hear people who are on the business side of things say stuff, then they'll pay attention a little more. So right now I'm talking about musicians, music artists, singers, songsters, artists, whatever we want to call them. There are there is more to being an artist than just singing and rapping. Um,
Way more.
but what I have noticed is that they think that's all they got to do,
Yeah.
right? Um, and sad part is that that's all that some of them know how to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when people like us four come in the picture, right? Well, not me no more, but y'all three come in the picture, right? Um, but then they need you all to come in the picture, but then they want it for free, right? They usually can't pay for it. Um, tonight, I want to talk about some experiences that we may have had, that we may know about, even some of the things that go on in mainstream. You've heard plenty of people talk about how they're trying to get their catalogs and get the masters and all that kind of stuff. I want to talk about all that stuff. We got about what about 41 minutes. I want to try to get through as much as we can. And Cookie, occasionally I want you to just shout out and talk about your class that you give, because I want to make sure this is one of the main reasons why I want to do it, because they need to be in your class. Okay?
Okay. Um, so one of the biggest things I think with artists in the industry, and it kind of doesn't matter if they're new artists or they've been out for a while. I've noticed that there are not a lot of artists that are educated on the business side. Like they don't know certain things. So like when it comes up when when it comes up like, the money part, I've witnessed a lot of artists, like they've gone through so many difficulties with people because they don't know. And if people some people, the wolves in the music industry, if they know you don't know, they're going to take advantage of that. Hence why P Diddy is in
Hmm.
jail.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, P Diddy, don't put nothing out on my head. I'm sorry. I love to do that. Anyway, seriously, like for real, like I just think that there are a lot of wolves in this industry, and that artists don't take the time. I think some of them have their excuse the way that my terminology or the way that I put this, but I think a lot of them have their ass on their shoulders and they don't want to
Mm-hmm.
learn. And
Hmm.
so they think that they're
Mm-hmm.
doing everything right. And then when I ask them, hey, are you with BMI or ASCAP? And they're like, yeah, I'm with BMI. I've been with BMI. I'm doing everything right. And I'll be like, oh, are you logging your performances and getting the checks every 3 months? They be like, logging the
Nope.
performances.
Okay,
So,
Yeah.
huh?
can I stop you real quick?
Yes.
For somebody who does not know, can you let them know what BMI and ASCAP is?
BMI and ASCAP and
CSAT.
there's huh?
CSAT.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
See
CSAC,
that?
but those are not the only three in the world, y'all. I'm sorry, but there's like SOCAN for Canada,
Hmm.
and there's other ones like for the UK and all that stuff. What they are performance rights organizations, and what that means is that you get paid for every performance, a little portion of money for every performance that you perform. You get more if you perform at a ASCAP or BMI licensed venue. So let's just say I owned a venue and I signed up with ASCAP or BMI to be a music venue, and you come perform. You as an artist come perform at my venue. You're going to get paid a higher amount of royalties for performing there. But they also consider radio. I don't know what that is.
Hold on, Raven.
Yes.
We can hear all that, and we can
Yeah, you
see
can't
every
hear me?
time you go off. Yeah,
I
every
can't
time you go
even
to
get to
another,
nothing.
every time
I'm
you go
trying to get
somewhere.
back to y'all screen. I
Oh
can't see
Lord.
Okay,
nothing.
go
Y'all
ahead.
black. I'm gonna leave
Try
and
to
come
go
back
out
because
and
y'all
come
black.
back. Go out and
Okay.
come back in.
So I'll bring her back up when she comes in. But so they also consider like radio spins on a licensed radio station. And I had that I just ran across a old back and forth that I had with someone on Facebook that obviously thought he knew the music industry and he did not. He was saying that, like he was like that radio stations don't pay royalties. I said, of course they do. The radio stations that have the radio stations that have paid for licensing for the year and every year, like we do, like Lux Radio, we pay a yearly fee for ASCAP and BMI. So if you are registered with ASCAP or BMI, if you are registered with ASCAP or BMI, you get paid royalties when we play your music.
Even more reason to submit your music to us, especially on Thursdays. Anybody out there who has go-go music, we do go-go Thursdays every Thursday.
Pocket
Right
Thursday,
now, say it again.
Pocket
Pocket
Thursday.
Thursday.
Pocket Thursdays, Pocket Thursdays. Let me just give you a little something. So we've been asking people to submit their music, and a few people have, right? So guess what? On Pocket Thursdays, we play that music that was submitted over and over and over and over again, right? So every time those songs play, that's another hit that they get in. They're thankful that they're the only songs that are playing. You need to be thankful too. Send us your music so you can be in that and start getting your clicks before everybody start sending their music, and then you may be played once on a Thursday. But right now, we have room for you to be played multiple times on a Thursday. That's money. That
Right.
equates to money.
I'm sorry, Raven, you still got feedback, baby.
I don't know where from what.
I don't know, but when I mute you, we don't hear it.
Oh, she might got the earphones in.
No, I don't.
No?
And I'm in the room by myself. I'm where I already was. I about to say you can mute me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on today.
Is it me?
I don't think so because when now I don't hear it anymore. I didn't.
Okay.
Well, I don't hear it now. I do. Now it's doing it again. I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
It's not me.
You want me to mute myself?
I don't think so. Go finish what you were saying, Ray. We'll finish.
Um, I feel like it was me. Well, no, I don't hear it anymore. So yes, please submit your music to Lux Radio Submissions with the S on the end at gmail.com. Send us your music. We trying to put you in the game. We trying to put you in position. That's what Uncle Jock say, right? He's trying to put people in position. We're trying to put you in position. We can't force you to go in position. All we can
Mhm.
do is tell you and put it out there, and hopefully that you'll grab it. But right now, it doesn't seem like anybody's understanding this. That's why I wanted to do this show, because it's like if I had music that need to be played on a Thursday, I would have been and sent everything I got.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you set yourself up as a business if you're an artist. If you don't do that, you're gonna be, excuse my language, but screwed through the entire business because
You got
there
to
are a
go
lot
back. You got to
of
go
money.
back because they don't understand what that means. Tell them what you mean when you say set yourself up as a business.
I mean, like brand yourself. Actually register yourself, your artist name as a business and make sure that you use that, to file taxes and stuff like that. If you brand yourself, there's no way you can't win. Like I said, you set yourself up, you register yourself as a business with wherever you live. You brand yourself. You have to make a logo for make like Cookie. I haven't branded myself because I'm not I didn't think that I was supposed to be in the spotlight, but apparently God put me here. I don't know why. But um I really don't like the spotlight, y'all. But So I had to brand myself when I created Kickback with Cookie. But you know, my brand is J.A.B Entertainment. My brand is Lux Radio Network. You know what I mean? So I think when I say make yourself a business, I mean do everything that it is. Get yourself a DUNS number, register your business, get become. You can do it for well in this area. Sorry, y'all. You can be a sole proprietor for free. You know what I'm saying? So brand yourself, make yourself a business. It's different in different places. So if you need help, call us, call me, call 800-931-1550. My
Is
extension
that is definitely the number. Go ahead and say that again.
1-800-931-1550. And I
Absolutely.
don't know my extension. Press the little thing. I don't remember. It's
Your
three.
extension is 3.
Three.
Mm-hmm.
That's my extension.
Your
So
extension.
I do help people with understanding all of those things. And you know, I have a free consultation the first time, and that will let me know where you are and what you need. And then I'll let you know what it is that I think you need. And if you need help doing it, I will let you know how to do it. And you know, I'm not gonna give away free game all the time, but sometimes I do. I'm nice because I've been doing this too long to be giving it away for free all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
They getting this for free right now.
exactly, it's yeah, free 99. So you better pick it up. Pick up what I'm putting down today, okay? So
So go ahead.
literally, I mean, artists need to pay attention. If you don't want to learn any of this stuff, and I know there are a lot of artists that think, okay, I'm supposed to make music. Also, make sure that you have the correct artist development that you need. Do
Okay,
not be in.
hold on. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there. 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 They don't even know what artist development is.
They don't know what none of this shit is because they can't read good. Like I said, didn't say that. I
So
didn't say that.
let's go back to setting up this business. Is it me? Okay. Let's go back to setting up this business. So this is one thing that I learned, and hopefully it will encourage other people to want to go ahead and set up that business. Once you set up a business as yourself, let's just say it's just you. You're a singer, and that's what you just want to be yourself. Raynell Spence, right? So I'm gonna set my business up as Raynell Spence. I'm a sole proprietor. I'm now writing off my studio time. I'm writing off how much I'm paying for these tracks. I'm writing off when I go get my hair and nails and feet and clothing for my performances because that's all part of my job. It's all work related. Because think about how much money y'all be putting out to look cute for an event that you're not even getting paid for. When you actually could get paid because if somebody recorded and you, oh, we not there yet. Never mind.
Also, I would like to clarify the difference between a manager and a artist manager and a label. Because apparently now I'm live on TikTok right now, and I just want to address the comment. It's not because you're in Africa at all. I actually represent an artist in Ghana. So let me explain to you that a manager is not a financial person that you come to. We don't pay for nothing that y'all do. And if we do, it's out of the kindness of our hearts, and we supposed to get reimbursed right to it. So if
Or
you're
the
looking,
investments.
if you're looking for that, now managers can choose to invest in you if they want to, but that is not a manager's job to finance your career. Your career can be financed, and it's not even financed by the label. But if you want someone to give you some money for your music, you're gonna have to go find yourself a label that actually thinks your music is really that good. Because
Hmm.
managers don't do that. I ain't got no money. Not for
And
nobody
I
else.
think that's also where a lot of people get confused too. Like they either think you gonna manage them for free.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just like I'm so dope. You should just. But that's the other thing is people don't understand. Even if you come to me with money, that doesn't necessarily mean I want to work with you. I need to enjoy you. I need to be a fan of you as an artist in order for me to want, like, I didn't just go work with Rue. It was a process for me even getting with Rue. Rue had to like me. I had to like her. I went through the whole album. I It was a lot going on. And I think people just think it's just something that's just thrown together in the back end, like, oh, my manager just gonna find me shows and we just gonna do them and I'm just gonna blow up. That's literally the way a lot of people think.
That's really the way that they think.
It is. And
They think that you supposed to get everybody to follow them on social media. They think all of that. They think that everything is on you except for them letting whatever come out their mouth come out.
Mm-hmm.
Studio time, all that. They're gonna call you like you the mama.
but that's because they don't think that they should understand a business that they just walking right into. They not
Hmm.
walking into it like it's a business. They walking into it for fun and fame.
Hmm.
Like, a lot of people is even cool with being, let's just say, what do you call it, local celebrities.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
some people so cool with walking in the clubs for free here and there, they just stop there. But
Yep.
you did paid this man whole studio off with just your time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
It's crazy to me, and I see it all the time, and it's sad too at the same time.
Mel, you have been in this industry now for a few months, right? Tell me
Hmm.
what you got from that. What have you seen that you just can't believe that's going on that actually goes on? I know you've seen a lot.
Um, like Cookie said that a lot of artists don't know that they can be getting paid, for their performances and having their music streamed and being heard by the world. They're just out here performing and putting their music out there, not realizing that they can, it can be monetized. That's the main thing.
Okay. And that should be one of the main reasons why they're doing it, to get some money, right?
That's why they're doing it.
You would think. So how do you all feel about these artists that just make song after song after song after song and don't release them?
Ah, God, I've had this conversation so many times. I'm sick of it. Um, it's just money you just throwing away to do what? Nobody hardly know these songs. You not even performing the songs, much less release. I mean, releasing them or performing them. Some people really just have catalogs, and they like, I'm a rapper. Listen to this. Well, I don't know. It's a discombobulated. Um, I don't know. Music world is
Ladies,
just
ladies,
What
I'm
you say?
sorry to interrupt y'all. I have a family emergency. I'm gonna have to drop off.
okay.
Hope everything's okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Cookie, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I don't
Let
know
me.
what happened. But hold on, y'all. Ho. Oh, y'all have to excuse
I
my.
feel like this mic situation is really bad.
Yep. I'm sorry. So, um, where were we? I'm sorry. I had to do something. I'm sorry.
No,
Where
I'm
were
trying to make sure that feedback wasn't coming from me.
mm,
Okay, so let's get into performances.
okay.
So let's say I'm an artist and they want me to perform at this club, but nobody has any money, right? So I'm just performing for free, and then I'm just gonna go home, right? What what can an artist do to make the most out of it for themselves? When I say that, I mean little things like, don't let your music be it. I learned this one from Rue. I didn't learn it from Rue, but I seen Rue do this and I absolutely loved it. I went to an event in Baltimore with Rue.
Mm,
Um, what is the name of that? I've been trying to get people to go. What's the name of that? So Far Sounds.
What is it?
And So Far Sounds. SOFAR Sounds.
Uh-huh.
So when we went to this event, she had about 45 minutes to perform, but then she also brought her merchandise.
Mhm.
The artists need to have merchandise. Your voice ain't enough. They need to have merchandise to be able to sell. Her merchandise was her music. She had her music and she was actually selling to the people right then and there. Not telling them, oh, click this link and go do this. She did have a QR code, but at the same time, she had physical products for them to put money in her hand and her to walk away with money. I really don't like this feedback, y'all. I'm sorry.
Is it me? I don't know why it's doing that all of a sudden.
Yeah, talk.
I think, yeah, it's better. So we just unmute when we about to talk. Um, so that's something that I always push, like have something other than your voice to show the world. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
usually call it a gimmick, something.
Mm-hmm.
How do y'all feel about that?
Um, Go ahead, Raven.
So yeah, I mean, I partially agree. I think an artist always sells itself or themselves. Sorry, not to call y'all it, but an artist sells themselves. So I feel like even with Rue having the music there, she sold the music because of who she is as an artist. Because she still could have had the music there and nobody could have wanted it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think that there's a lot of people that don't take um criticism well when they think that something sounds good or looks good to them. It's kind of hard to tell people what to do when they feel like they already know what to do. Um, I've told a lot of artists things and I have seen them yet to do anything. I've had artists that had major labels want them, but they wanted them because of the skill, but they didn't want them because of what they was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another major part of the business is everybody thinking that this ghetto fabulous ass shit, excuse me, is going to fly and everybody want to see it and everybody don't want that. Sometimes you get tired of that energy. It's like bring something else.
You're right. Cookie, you've been waiting to say something.
I have. Anyway, y'all know I could be all night talking about this stuff. These artists are some, like I said, some of them are willing to listen, and some of them are just, like I said, they don't think that they can be told anything. Um, so it's it's like a hit or miss thing. So I spent a lot of my time trying to help people, and I did it for free. But then, I got tired of trying to tell people, like Raven said, tell people things that didn't want to learn anything. So, and it's still people like that. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's a process. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm talented." Y'all. A lot of y'all are talented, but the music business is 85% business, and it's 15% talent. Your talent may sell or whatever, but if it sells and you ain't making none of the money, what is the point?
Is it 15? I thought it was less than that.
At this point, AI artists then got on faster than some of
I'm
the
giving
artists
it
that
the
been out
benefit of the
here
doubt. 15.
25 years. They've been out here their whole teenage 20s, 30s, and everything, still making music. And they just created AI the other day, and they selling hits.
I think they
Right.
stopped that. I think somebody got in trouble for that.
Mhm.
Oh no, somebody started hating on that. That's what it was. People started hating on the creativity of it, and they got upset because they felt like artists actually put in work and somebody can just create this behind the screen. It was a whole war about it. You ain't The artist was going back and forth with Jermaine Dupri, and you ain't see it.
I
It
didn't
was
see that.
Baby, it was a whole back. Yes, they have the daggone AI artist did a diss track.
The AI artist did a diss track.
Yeah, y'all. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even know
Definitely
y'all
put
didn't
that
know.
in.
Yes, it's a
Put
thing.
everything you got of that in the group.
I'm a Yeah, I'm gonna find it and I'll send it over. But yes, a couple of months ago, it was a thing because the girl had made the AI artist. Everybody loved the song, and then everybody else was like, "What is this? Why are we doing this?" And then after they started talking trash about the creation of the artist and having these hits and whatever, the artist came back with a diss track for
Wow.
them hating on her.
Wow. Ridiculous. So we have a lot of artists that they'll go and they go in the studio and they put out a song. They'll be like, "Yeah, I got this song out by this music, right?" And then they sit back and wait for a check, right? How many different ways are there for an artist to really get paid?
I mean,
About like 8, 9 ways
Off of one song?
off of one song.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm
you can
thinking
get
of
paid a
ways.
lot of ways off of one song.
There's a lot of ways to make money off of one song, and I'm including merchandise for that song and stuff like that. We gotta think of everything. You know me,
Movies,
I'm always
commercials,
trying to make some money. I don't know. I think of everything.
movies,
Okay, so
commercials, short films.
while we have those things as well, I want to talk about really money coming from the music, like your royalties.
Distribution sales,
Hmm.
performance royalties, which also includes radio spins and stage shows,
Hmm.
publishing royalties, mechanical royalties, and there are royalties that are just scattered in other countries. As sometimes your PRO, which is ASCAP, BMI, CSAC, SOCAN, or whatever, sometimes they don't find. So Sound Exchange is a digital royalties company, and they find all of that. So, and then, like I said, for a song, I be thinking I have artists, so I be thinking of different ways. Yeah, merchandise, and you
Hmm.
can make a merchandise for a specific song and put it on. You know what I'm saying, and sell it as an artist at one of your shows or something. If, especially if it's a song that has a catchy hook and
Yes.
everybody knows the hook. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to make it. Like she said, short films and videos, commercials, endorsement deals. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of ways to make
Hmm.
money off of
So, can we jump? Can we go back to the mechanical royalties and let them know
it.
what mechanical royalties are?
Mhm.
That's the
um,
easiest thing for them to learn. Besides, the mechanical's easy, right?
it's streaming royalties basically.
Hmm.
So everybody knows what streaming is. So like we stream music on Apple Music, we stream music on Spotify, we stream music on iHeartRadio, we stream music on iTunes, we stream music on all of these different platforms. Those are considered mechanical royalties.
And what about when you start having music for like video games and stuff? What is that called?
Publishing.
Publishing. So when you
Mhm.
say publishing, do that mean like when I publish a song, um, I'm the publisher of my song, or maybe I don't know who the publisher of my song is? Does that have anything to do with that?
Yeah, it does. You can be the publisher of your own song if you set yourself up as a publisher. But if you don't set yourself up as a publisher, you don't get those. You don't get those publishing royalties. Just random publishers get those
So
royalties, though.
so what do you mean by random publishers get that?
I mean, random publishers. Like, they assign you to a publisher when you distribute your music through your distribution company. For instance, DistroKid. So you don't really get those. But if you sign yourself up to get publishing or as a publisher, you will receive all those royalties. That's why I encourage artists to learn the business. Let me give y'all a point of view here.
No, first of all, know that as an artist, you are a business. Just know
Listen,
that.
y'all remember the whole situation what Prince went through?
Tell
Do
them.
y'all remember? Do you remember that Taylor Swift went through the same thing?
Can
So
can you tell us about that? Because there's some artists that don't know.
Prince signed to a label, and they have different types of deals. But Prince signed to a label, and he didn't own any of his masters. And what that means that he he didn't own basically he didn't own his song. You know what I'm saying? He didn't own the master rights to his song. So that's why Prince, when he just started going to that, I'm the artist formerly known as Prince, he was crashing out. I'm trying to tell you. And I understand it because he was mad, you know what I mean? But that's how you get this is my point here. Prince, I'm talking about, okay? And if you guys are in the DMV, I'm not going to put nobody business out there, but a big person in go-go, somebody from that band called me and said he never had any of his stuff in order. You know what I'm saying? So it's people that you would never expect that are maybe up there that are going through things that y'all don't think so. Y'all see the glitter and the glory in the music industry. And I'm going to have a reality show coming out soon that is the yuck in the back that y'all don't see because
Um,
it's not what you think it is.
what's that
It looked like
show? Unsung?
you just gave Raven an idea.
No, I was trying to think of the show that
I already have the idea. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Me and T for years now.
just if you're a music person and you really pay attention to artist stories or like unsung, if you really tap in, you'll know what's going
All of them.
on. They don't care. They just want to be famous. Somebody just help me get on my mama's screen and get this bag. They don't care what come after it, before it, during it. That's why Bray Sean fucked up right now.
So
Ain't that his name?
and we can use something even more recent with the whole. I don't know if everybody watched the P Diddy story. If you didn't, go watch it. I'm just going to tell you that now. There's a part in that story that where he was doing. Do you guys remember the making of the band? That was
Yep.
my show too, and I was like, damn, he doing something for he doing everything for the people trying to get on, and I like that. But if you paid attention to that part, he had a contract that was this thick for them to sign, and most people are gonna be like, I'm not reading that shit. I'm just gonna sign it. I'm trying to get famous and rich here. They don't
Hmm.
care what's in the contract. They just signed the contract because they were looking for fame. Actually, the contract said, I promise you fame. I don't promise you fortune. So they was just famous. Do y'all see any of them people except for again Dylan? I spit hot fire. He can put that on a shirt. He literally he can Dylan call me. But anyway, what I'm saying is that point in that part of the series, he pretty much he tricked people into signing this contract because that's all people wanted to do was get famous. And that is what artists want. They just want to be, hey, I'm trying to bust. Okay, well, here are the things that need to happen. Like, I can't like promise you that is going to happen. That depends on you and me as a team. You can't put like, and I had an artist that did that before, an artist that I will say was not a great artist. He was a great artist in the studio, but when he got in front of people or try to perform live, he sounded horrible, and he did not take when I told him that well at all. So you have to have thick skin in this industry, whether you whatever side, um, whatever side that you're on. The artists have to know how to do. You have to be an entertainer in this business. You can't just be an artist, a studio artist. That doesn't work because how you gonna gig if you can't perform live? How?
Real quick, because we got about 11 minutes, right? So Do you all think that all artists need management?
If they take on it, and it's a headache. If I was an artist, I would, yes, I would get a manager. But I'm not saying that because I'm a manager. I'm saying that if they learn all the corners of the business, no, they don't need a manager. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not people willing to learn those things, and they're going to be lost in the sauce in the industry. But yes, if you don't want to learn that, or you think, you just not interested in the business part or whatever. First of all, I teach even though I manage. But secondly, yeah, I think you need a manager. And I'm not saying that because I'm a manager, because I don't want to manage y'all. I don't. Raven
Go
down there
ahead,
now.
Raven.
I don't really want to manage y'all either, but some artists I feel like you really just can't pass up. Like sometimes it's really that deep, but like I don't really be wanting to do
But at what expense? Because I've been there. So at what expense is it really that deep?
it. I'm
Be
not
honest
gonna.
with yourself. Think about the situation that you had in your mind and why it ain't still here. Is it really worth it? That's like me
But
going out. That's like me going out and being in all this pain that I was in last night and today. Was
I
it
get
really
you.
worth it?
It has to really be worth it. It's not always worth it. And again, I have to really be a fan. I can like you as an artist and you cool, but that's not enough. Like some people have skills and they don't realize that maybe you're better as a writer than an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yep.
Don't
maybe
say
you,
that to them because they gonna get so they take this shit serious. You know that. You can't say
but
that
what
to
I'm
no
saying
artist.
is, no, let me say it to you. You don't have to receive it, but if it keep coming to you, you're gonna have to receive it somewhere. And
Mm-hmm.
if I done already told you and you don't never make it to the top, then either you gonna prove me wrong or my words gonna ring true to the situation.
So as an artist management, where would you direct your artists when dealing with that? Because that's not your job.
What you mean? Like
Would you direct them to their to their PR person? Would you direct them to what Cookie was referring to earlier today? What are all the different things that they need outside of a manager?
A road
the first
manager,
thing they
a
need to
public relations person, a
no, you need to
publicist.
understand the business to know what you feel like you need.
Hmm.
I can
And
tell you you need anything.
right.
That's
So
like
what are the different titles under the umbrella that an artist may need? And you didn't say it, Cookie. You said it earlier. I was waiting for you to say it again just now.
the different titles under an umbrella that an artist might need.
Who's the main what's the main job title that helps the artist that I definitely never want to do?
The manager,
No, the manager don't have that much. Once you give their stuff to
the
like the
label.
PR person, and
I don't know if I'm
Talking about the
understanding this
you talking about
question.
the label?
That's what I said.
they can be with the label.
What you
They
talking about,
teach
right?
them, huh?
What you talking about, right?
They teach the artist.
Who is that?
You tell
Artist
me.
development.
The artist development person?
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
sometimes that is your manager. A
It
lot
shouldn't be. That's a different job, baby.
labels,
That's a
right?
different. No, no,
But
no, no,
that's
no, no, no,
why
no, no. Stop, because this is where we mess up. We mess up by being all of these jobs to this one artist when we're not all those people.
I can agree with that. I can agree with
So
that.
some of the
But
things
that's
that
where it comes in with understanding as an artist, do you have the money to invest in yourself?
they don't even have the money to invest in themselves to get
And
you.
and guess what? And that's why I'm where I'm at. Because I'm not, I'm just, I have the understanding of what I'm going to deal with and what I'm not. And certain things ain't even worth the conversation. Even
Hmm.
with my children, my older adult children who sing, rap, and whatever, they will tell you, yes, who you see me working with. Because I don't play that. Kids or
Right.
not, we not doing that.
Right.
And if you ain't do what I already told you to do, you definitely can't take these next steps. So stay where you at.
So
I like
I
these
don't,
conversations. We
I
got Raven
don't,
all riled up on this one.
I think artist management should come before management. That's why it's called. I mean, artist
Artist
development should come
development.
before you have a manager, because
Mhm.
managers have a specific job, and if you don't know what it is, I don't have to keep telling you. You can fake smart with Google what an artist manager does. I mean, that's the simplest way for you to find out, and you'll see everything that I'm saying is the truth. There are different positions, and if you have not gone through artist development before you go seeking a manager, I don't know what the point is. The artist manager ain't got that much damn patience. I promise they don't. I'm sorry, did I just crash out?
You all
You
right.
can
You
go
was all
ahead,
right.
crash out for us. Clock it. Tell them to clock it.
So, anyways, we don't have that kind of. First of all, that's not our job. You guys don't understand that an artist manager gets paid one of two ways. We either charge a monthly fee, or we charge a percentage of whatever you make. Y'all ain't making no money. You only make money when you start getting into the millions of views and plays and stuff like that. So you don't, if you're not making no money, I ain't making no money. So I'm working again, this music industry is 85%, and I'm giving y'all the benefit of the doubt, is 85% business and it's 15% talent. So
Performance.
who
Yeah.
doing the most work? The talent or the business person?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I'm not doing development. I might be a publicist and tell you shut your ass up and stop taking pictures like this. I might do that. That's a publicist job. But that's just me being the mama of my artist. You know what I'm saying? That's really what that is.
And
But
that's what
yeah,
I'm
artists
saying.
need all of those things for real.
Hmm.
Hmm. So before we wrap it up, I want to get into one more thing that I think that they really, really need to know. Actually, two more things. When you're going into the studio, before you leave, make sure you got a split sheet sign,
Oh my God.
because when
They
the
don't even know
song,
what a
if the
split sheet
song blows
is.
up, if the song blows up, we don't want to be scrambling like, oh no, I need this, I need that. Get it done before all that happens.
Half of them don't even know what a split sheet even is.
Jesus, Cookie, can you tell them what a split sheet
So
is?
so let me back up and say before that, everybody doesn't need a split sheet. If you go somewhere or to a producer and you buy the exclusive rights to a song, you don't need a split sheet. There's no split.
Well, yes.
That becomes your song. So if I
If
go
you
if I
if you
go
have a guest, a feature or something.
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is, if I'm the artist and I go to a producer, and believe me, I've done this with my artists. I've bought they bought exclusive rights to songs. For instance, I'm gonna use Black Wisdom because he's my bestest, and I don't think he'll mind me teaching. But he found a song online by a producer. I forget the producer's name or whatever, but he had his own website. He had all of his beats on this website, and he was selling the beats on his own. I applaud that. Producers got to be in the same mindset for real, the business. So I applaud that. So he also had different ways that you can use this song. You can use it, and there needs to be a split sheet. We're going to do 50-50 here and 50-50 here and 50 here. Or you can buy these exclusive rights for $1,500 and the song is yours. You don't even
Mm-hmm.
have to mention me.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a couple ways, like I said, but most artists don't really have it like that to go say, "Oh shit, I'm gonna drop this 15 grand on Timberland song." Like they don't have it to do that. So they might take the leasing part of it. So yeah, you can use the beat, but yeah, you're splitting the profits. You just have to figure out what it is that you want. Now, I'm not an artist and I don't want to be an artist, but if I was an artist, I would save my money to invest in myself, because what I would do is purchase an exclusive beat from somebody that matters and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Tell them, look, If I'm purchasing this exclusive, but I still would like to, share some of the things with you, because if this goes viral, you are big. But have that producer also promote it. There's different ways to do things in the music industry, and people just don't think about it. So, like I said, I don't want to manage y'all, but and it's not because you're not good; it's just because I'm too busy. But get a manager. Like I said, I do have a artist management company, and I have artist managers that besides me. It's not just me. So if you are good, and one of us rolls up on you, we might approach you, but I'm not looking for anybody else to manage. But I do offer services. J.A.B Entertainment offers services. If you need help signing up with a performance rights organization, a publishing royalties company, the mechanical, or any of those things, if you need help or any kind of direction, I do offer a la carte services. So, or we do. J.A.B Entertainment does. So if you're looking for that, it's obsolete, but it's not obsolete. I don't know why you say that. If you don't go through some type of development, who is that?
What they say was obsolete? FISA.
Artist
Artist
development.
development.
So she's an artist as well. So let me tell you this. Artist development is obsolete to the artist.
Yeah.
Artist development is obsolete to the artist. It's
Mhm.
definitely needed. It's so needed. It's needed before a manager.
It's needed
Some
because
people, some people just don't have it in them.
yeah, and some
Some
people
people
don't be
just don't
looking
have
and
it.
sounding the way they would really want somebody to receive them either. And you really artist development is accepting that criticism that's going to get you where you need to go. And it's definitely not obsolete, which is why Deb right now has two shows that's about what? Artist development. She got the R&B thing that she had where she had all of the girls living in the house. It was about straight artist development. And artist development is not just about your skills, it's also about developing your mental, how you think, how you going to maneuver in these interviews, how you going to act if you passing somebody that you don't like behind stage. It's way more than just you getting dressed and getting on this mic.
So when we talk about artist development, let me give you guys it's not obsolete. It's obsolete in only the artist's mind because they don't think that they need to do it. So
Exactly.
if no, you should be developed before. When you decide in your head that you want to be an artist, you need to have some type of artist development. And why I say that is because there are certain things that you have to do or know. There are a lot of things that you have to know and you have to do as an artist, and a lot of artists don't understand that. And your manager is not going to teach you that stuff. That's not our job to teach you that stuff. Now, some of us do. I do. I teach a lot. But I'm not an artist. I'm not in artist development. I can develop an artist, but I'm not going to do it. That's not part of my job. You pay me more to do that.
I hate
You
the
should
artist
already be
development
you
job. I'm
should
just
you
gonna
should
tell you
already
that.
have taken some type of a musician and an artist, sweetheart, are two different things. A musician plays an instrument. An artist is an
We talking
artist.
about artists, not musicians.
Yeah.
So
So not musicians, artists. Period. Musicians have to play an instrument. It's not too much to develop with that. They have to learn how to play the instrument, and they play the instrument. An artist has a whole world of things to learn. I've been in artist management for a very, very, very,
there's
very, 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 very
there's
long
artists
time.
that
Can,
something
so,
as simple as interviewing an artist can't even answer questions properly.
mhm,
Like again, it goes back to they don't want to listen. And
mhm.
everybody that never wanted to listen is still sitting at the same space that I was at when they tried to holler at me about whatever. I have seen that one person yet not listen to me and elevate. I ain't seen it.
Hmm.
Can we change directions real quick because we got to get out of here. Before we go, I just want to talk to them about the metadata. Most artists don't know what metadata is. Now, I have a question myself. Who's responsible for the metadata?
The artist,
So
the
it's not the
producer.
producer.
It is the producer if that's how you put it up. Anybody can do metadata. I know how to change the metadata, and I don't make music. So, what metadata is the information that's attached to your track, the artist's name, the album that it's on, the track, the name of the title of the track. All of that should be embedded into your song. And yes, your engineer, your producer, the engineer actually is probably a better person to do it, but you can do it. So let me go back to her saying about metadata. Don't send no music to Lux Radio Network if the metadata is not right, because I charge a fee to fix it. I'll fix it for you, but I charge a fee to fix it. I'm not doing that. Okay. So make sure if you do send music to Lux Radio, the email again is Lux Radio Submissions. Lux is spelled with two X's, LUXX radio submissions at gmail.com. Send the MP3 formats. If you send it in a YouTube link, I'm going to send it back to you. If you send me something that doesn't have the metadata correct, I'm going to send it back to you. We can't put that on the station. As a matter of fact, I could show you. Let me show you why. Hold on. Let me see if I can share this. And then we're going to leave. Okay. Hold on a second.
Yeah, because I have a treat waiting for me.
A treat. I want a treat too.
I bet you do.
All right. So I'm gonna share my screen, and so you guys can see the website, right? This is what's playing on the audio side of the station right now. This is my artist Shabako. But guys see,
We are do it all,
then
boy.
you can't see it because the text is white, but it says Shabako born for this. So if I don't have that information, it's just going to play on the radio station. People are not going to know who actually sings the song, what the name of the song is. That's what metadata is. So it's not it's the engineer or the person, whoever makes it. I know a lot of artists that do the metadata themselves. So again, that's why I say a lot of artists have a lot to learn, because they don't know the way things go, the protocol in this industry. Like I said, I've been in this industry for a very long time. A very long time. So make sure your metadata is correct before you send it to any radio station. And if you have your ISR, never mind, we'll come back.
Your metadata needs to be right, yes, when you send it just to the DJ in the club as well. Like, that's important, because isn't the BPMs connected to the metadata as well, so the DJs can see the BPMs of the song?
I can't change that on the radio station. It's not attached to the metadata.
Okay. So I know I said that we had to get out of here, right? Let's get out of here.
Okay.
I got so much that I can say.
I do
talk
too.
About with the
I do want to say one real quick thing.
Go ahead.
Every artist have their own road to becoming an artist. So you can't put time frames and how they became an artist. Like, you just can't determine that. So I was just reading her comments that's kind of like, well, by the time you do this and you do that, some people just get discovered, and the person that discover you just becomes your investor, your sponsor, your manager, so it's kind of hard to say where somebody should be at certain points, because they might have a skill in one way but needed to develop other ones. And some people are actually willing to listen and follow the steps to do that. So everybody's road is different.
I'm sorry, y'all. I forgot I came in as a guest, and if it wasn't on the screen, I missed all these comments. I truly apologize about that. When you as a guest, I didn't even click the thing over there to look.
I put most of them up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies. Y'all want to give any shout outs?
Shout out to husband, because we had our 5th year anniversary.
Congratulations,
Happy
happy
anniversary.
anniversary.
I I have a couple shout outs actually. Shabako's son, my little best friend, had a birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, my little best friend. Cookie loves
Oh,
you.
happy birthday.
Um, I do want to congratulate Mel. I do know what's wrong with her, so I have to call her when we get off here. But that she literally has a family emergency. But I also want to shout out Jakin, the artist Jakin. I need y'all to go look him up, Jaican, and listen to his music. He is going to be under J.A.B Entertainment, my management. And like I said, he's different. He's not. He's like one of those needle in the haystack type of artists. Like for real, I don't even know what genre to say he is, but he is Jamaican, hence
Okay.
Jakin. Check him out. Anyway, bye y'all.
For sure.
Okay. Well, I just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Every week, it seems like we have more viewers. Well, every other week, it seems like we have more viewers. And I'm just so thankful that you all are tuning in. We appreciate it. We love you. Good night. And life is what you make it.